Welcome to our deep dive on hydrolyzed silk protein and silk amino acid. We're going to explore the benefits of these two unique additives and why they are so important through the process of you maintaining healthy, moisturized, hydrated, and strong hair. So if you want to unpack this, let's go. Hydrolyzed silk protein. Hydrolyzed silk protein has been broken down into smaller fragments through a process called hydrolysis. Hydrolyzed protein can penetrate the hair's cuticle to provide conditioning and strength from within. So hydrolyzed silk protein is so important, and oh my god, it's like, how do you make hair products without it? Honestly, you really don't, because hydrolyzed silk protein is in almost all of your hair products, all of your skin products, in your lotions, your facial creams, almost everything. It's used, but in hair products, right? It is used to provide slip while also improving your hair's overall moisture retention, increasing and maintaining your hair's elasticity while providing and maintaining that beautiful shiny look that you want in your hair. It's coming from the hydrolyzed silk protein. Let's go. So next up we have silk amino acid. Now silk amino acid and hydrolyzed silk protein are almost the same, but not really. Now, silk amino acids are the building blocks of silk proteins. Now, this is obtained after taking that hydrolyzed silk protein that we broke down into those, just fragmented pieces. We take those fragmented pieces from the hydrolyzed silk protein and make even smaller molecules. So when you think about it, right? Silk amino acids are basically the key constituents of hydrolyzed silk protein, if that makes sense. So silk amino acids are smaller pieces of the bigger pieces of the hydrolyzed silk proteins. Let me know if that makes sense, right? So the hydrolyzed silk protein is the big piece, and then the silk amino acids are those small itty bitty molecules that are put together to form the silk protein. Okay, now silk amino acids are smaller molecules, right? So they can go even deeper. They can go even deeper into the hair shaft, into the cortex, to provide specific jobs, right? So depending on what type of conditioning process you're doing is going to be what the chemist is going to focus their formulation on. Those key constituents are going to be based on which form of these silk amino acids with an S. It's not one form of acid, it's different forms of silk aminos, right? So depending on what the chemist's job is and what the main focus is of this conditioner or of this product, whatever it is, that is what is going to go into how many of these silk amino acids are actually used, right? This is when we are talking about, I'm jumping ahead. These are the molecules that are used to repair hair in multiple forms, right? So we have different bond reconstructive treatments that are specifically focused on the amino acids, like a product like K18 or K19, right? It's more so focused on amino acids and things of that nature, or just like Defy Damage by Joico. They focus on cysteine. It is literally about the amino acid. Cysteine is the amino acid that Joico's Defy Damage bond reconstructor focuses on, right? So that's something that we really have to pay attention to. I'm going to put it here on the screen. Most of the time you see the word cysteine and you think it's just something they're throwing up there. No, when we're talking about silk amino acids are the building blocks. So that is why they decided to go with this one amino acid, cysteine. They have a couple of other ones, but they focused on this one because this is one really prevalent in hair. I really hope that makes sense. hydrolyzed silk proteins consist of longer peptide chains, whereas silk amino acids are individual molecules, so they're very different. And it is, but regardless of what anybody says, baby, it is what is solely responsible for the slip that you experience in all of your hair products, all of your skin products. Read the back of the labels. You're always going to see either hydrolyzed silk proteins or silk amino acids. Remember, the molecule of the hydrolyzed silk protein is way bigger than these silk aminos. So what does it do? Number one, is going to help you to improve your moisture retention. This is why after you get your hair styled, right, like after you get a silk press, I'm gonna add a serum. Right? Because serums contain silk amino acids. They have smaller molecules that are going to help me to make sure that you're able to retain the moisture and the hydration that lives within the human hair shaft. There is a difference between moisture and hydration, so if you want to know the difference, then make sure you check the link in the description box below so you can watch the video where I talk about the difference between moisture and hydration, because there is a difference. But remember, watch this video so you can know how important moisture and hydration are and what they are. And after you watch this video, you'll know how important silk aminos and products that contain silk amino acids are to helping you to maintain the hydration and the moisture that your hair needs. I completely forgot what I was about to say. In this ebook here, I let you know every single amino acid that the human hair shaft is made of and what fruits and vegetables you can eat to increase the production of those amino acids within the body. But the silk aminos in your hair products, right, or whatever it is, the products that you're using for your hair, all right, they are really going to help you strengthen your hair by reducing breakage and improving its overall health, because most of our breakage is happening when we're styling our hair. Most of the damage that women deal with is mechanical damage. We have three types of damage: heat damage, we know about that, mechanical damage, and chemical damage. But the mechanical damage is the damage that is caused when we're combing and brushing through our hair, or we're only detangling our hair wet. One of the main ways that you should always detangle your hair, I know it's the way I did it in the salon, is with a serum or oil, because the molecules, when the molecules are small, it helps to separate the hair so it's not breaking and ripping and tearing. Number three is going to be its smoothing and conditioning properties. Why? Because silk amino acids, the reason that they are moisturizing, again, watch this video, is because they help to create a microscopic barrier over the hair shaft, right? When it's used properly, it smooths the cuticle of the hair and the pores of your skin to reveal what looks like a healthier and smoother texture. Now, am I saying that all serums are going to repair your hair? No, but it is the silk aminos and the hydrolyzed silk protein within hair products, within your conditioners, that give the hair its slip and that silky smooth feel that you feel. You guys, you are looking for a silky smooth feel. Of course, you're going to use hydrolyzed silk proteins or silk amino acids. So I really hope that makes sense. So real quick before we go, let's go over a couple of everybody's favorite products that contain silk amino acids or hydrolyzed silk protein. Number one is going to be Chi Infusion Therapy. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Chi Infusion Therapy is something that everybody loves, but did you guys know that the thing that you love so much about it, one of its key constituents, hydrolyzed silk proteins and silk amino acid. Number two is going to be a bio silk therapy. Y'all know they not just putting bio silk therapy on it just to call it silky. Whenever products have silk in them, it's because we are using hydrolyzed silk protein or silk amino acid. When I have my product line, the Silk Fusion Therapy, that I still have to pound for, baby, thank you very much, the main ingredient was silk aminos. Like, that's the main thing. I love BioSilk. BioSilk is amazing, and most of their product line has either silk amino acid or hydrolyzed silk proteins, and I freaking love them. Like, try them out. Next up is going to be It's a 10. I'm looking at my notes. Next up is going to be It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In. All right, this is a leave-in conditioner, like I just said, and it uses hydrolyzed silk protein and silk amino acids. So like I said, I want you guys to make sure you get this ebook, so that way you'll know the names of all of these different amino acids, right? So you guys, when you read the back of these labels, most of the time you think they're adding words that are made up, but what they're really naming are silk aminos that live in the human body right now, right? So that is what's on the back of most of the bottles. Number 3 is going to be Kimbra's Platinum Silkening Gloss. This is also formulated with hydrolyzed silk protein and silk aminos. All right, it is amazing. It has all of the properties that we've talked about thus far. And again, this is why it is one of those products that would be a finisher in the hair salon, because it helps us to increase that moisture barrier like we talked about before. Number 4, I already said. Number 5 is Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. Everybody that I know in the industry loves this serum. Why? Because the base of it is hydrolyzed silk protein and silk amino acids. It helps us to have a protective barrier over the hair shaft. It helps us to finish the style, and it helps us to balance out those positive electrons that cause static within the hair shaft, which is resembling frizz. So the silk aminos and the hydrolyzed silk proteins help us to get rid of the frizz within serums. That's what's doing it. That's why I just thought it was so crazy. I didn't watch the video, but the video, like, she's making it up. Silk amino acids don't give slip. You guys are special. Those were the hair products. So now I'm going to give you a couple of conditioners, and then we're going to wrap it up. Cheese Keratin Conditioner contains silk aminos and hydrolyzed silk proteins. You can look at the ingredients yourself on the Amazon before you buy it. You don't even have to take my word for it. You sure don't. I'll try to put the ingredients here on the screen, but they're for sure on my blog, so check out my blog. Next up is BioSilk Therapy Conditioner. Is full of silk aminos and hydrolyzed silk protein. So if you want to get your hands on that, then do so. And when I keep saying hydrolyzed silk protein, you getting everything is protein. Your hair is protein, your protein, everything's protein. When I say high porosity hair shouldn't do protein treatments, that's what I mean. This is not a protein treatment. When something says protein treatment on the bottle, that's when you worry about that. Make sure you check this video here where make sure you check this video here in the description box where I break down products based on porosity. I explain and get rid of all of the confusion as it pertains to low porosity hair, because people with low porosity hair, you hear people talk about low porosity hair and protein, and then you run from all protein. You're gonna be running from everything because everything has protein. We're talking about protein treatments. So again, watch the video below if you're confused. Number 3 is going to be It's a 10 Miracle Silk Express Conditioner. The reason it's called Miracle Silk Express, baby, is not because they naming it after a silk press, honey. They naming it after the silk, the hydrolyzed silk proteins that are in it, and the silk aminos that they've selected, because there are quite a few silk amino acids. The silk aminos that they have decided to select, you know, they put them in there, and that's why they can call the product Silk Express. Okay, number 4 is Kimbra's Platinum Silkening Conditioner. Again, this is one that includes quite a few silk aminos and hydrolyzed silk proteins. Number 5 is Joico Silk Results Smoothing Conditioner. Again, it has a lot of hydrolyzed silk protein and silk aminos. So again, I'm leaving them on the screen. Make sure you go ahead and do your own research to see which one of these are the silk amino acids. And really quick, while we're leaving, because I know you guys were confused, here are a list of the silk amino acids that are in these products. You guys see the names of these silk aminos all the time on the back of your products, but because you don't know all of the different names of silk amino acids, you think it's just some made up name, but it's really not. So when you find somebody that tells you that Sindal's making stuff up, that there's no such thing as silk aminos in conditioners, that it is not the silk proteins or the silk amino acids that is actually giving you the slip, by golly, you found somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Yes, you have. And I want you guys to do all of the research for yourself. Hydrolyzed silk protein and silk amino acids. If you need help learning all of the silk amino acids that live within the human body, that live within the gut, that go into making your hair, skin, and nails, then make sure you check the description box below to get your hands on this ebook, because not only do I tell you the names of all of these silk aminos, I tell you what fruits and vegetables, what different recipes you can eat, and what foods you can eat to naturally get these silk aminos and these amino acids in the body naturally. All right, because it's not as hard as everybody tries to make it out to be. It's actually really easy, and most of the things that you need to eat to increase are already in your house right now, girl. They already in there. So okay, that's it. That's all. When we're talking about shampoos and conditioners, when we're talking about hair products, baby, it has nothing to do with oil. The slip has nothing to do with oils, butters, shea butter, baby, coconut oil, nothing. It's all about the hydrolyzed silk proteins and the different forms of silk amino acids that are there. So I hope that you guys have written things down, right? And it's super important. I really want you guys to just start going to your house and getting all of your old products and all of the old bottles and sitting them to the side and really looking through them like, hecky no, that's amino acid, that's amino acid. Most of the things that you guys have been looking at are silk proteins or silk amino acids. So if you want to learn more, then let me know in the description box below. And if you want to make your own products, or if you want to just vet what I'm saying yourself and just try using some silk aminos or some hydrolyzed silk proteins yourself and see what it is, I encourage you to do an experiment and, you know, make some conditioner without the silk aminos and then make it with it and see which one feel better, because that will prove to you once and for all that it is your silk aminos that is giving you the slip, the moisture, and the hydration. All right, I love you guys so much. This is just one of many. If you guys want to unpack any other ingredients or any other compounds or proteins, then please let me know in the comments below, because this is my love language. Okay, I love talking about science, nerdy stuff. All right, so again, spread the word. The thing that is giving you your slip, your moisture, your hydration within all of your hair products is your hydrolyzed silk protein and the silk aminos. So yeah, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. We'll talk later.